He gave me an advice. See, advice you cannot count. It's like sugar, coffee, a cup of coffee, a cup of sugar. Some advice, piece of advice, not an advice. Just because advice A is there, people are enticed to write an. In every essay we have seen this a number of times. He gave me some advice, or he gave me a piece of advice. This is called expressions of quantity. Hey everybody, Nakul here from Skills IELTS. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome packed video on IELTS writing all grammar mistakes compiled in one video. Well, before we get into the video, if not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, and anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance, you can check the information in the description of this video. We have left a WhatsApp link. You can click on the link, send us a message. We will do the needful. Alright, without further delay, let's straight away get right into the mistake number one. The very first mistake with respect to grammar is subject-verb agreement. So if you just look at this particular statement, the number of students are increasing, and a lot of students actually write this way in the exam. The correct usage is number of students is increasing, because the acting noun, the subject, is not students, the subject is number. The number is increasing, number of something. So now the subject and the verb agrees on a rule. That rule is called subject-verb agreement. So here the number is singular, so number is increasing. Students are increasing, that is different. The number of students is increasing because is the verb acting on the noun, number, and not the students. So likewise, we have so many subject-verb agreement rules where people actually end up making complete mistakes in the exam, due to which the grammar will go down. So I've got a list of mistakes with respect to subject-verb agreement. Let's check them one by one. The first mistake is with respect to collective nouns. When the noun is a collective noun, meaning it's a noun which collectively represents something. For instance, here, the team are playing very well this season. A lot of people write this in their essay examples. For example, the team are playing because they think the team will have more than one person, isn't it? But this is a collective noun, it's considered singular. The team is playing very well this season. Note that team is a collective noun and is treated singular. The second one is with respect to indefinite pronouns. Definite means something fixed, something which you know. Indefinite, something there is no boundary. Indefinite. Hope you are getting it. So when such indefinite pronouns appear, for example, each, every, everyone, it's always considered singular. If you say, each of the students were given a task. Now, which is singular, were is with respect to plural. This is 100% wrong. We've seen students writing like this in the essay writing. These are all the real examples that I've taken and compiled into this video. The correct usage is each of the students was given a task. This each is indefinite pronoun and it's always treated singular. So indefinite pronouns like each, everyone, anyone, they're all treated singular. So next time when you use them rightly. The third is compound subjects. When two subjects come together and act on one verb, it's always considered plural. For example, the teacher and the student. Teacher is singular, students is singular. But when you club them both, it becomes plural, correct? They, the teacher and student is discussing the project. The teacher and student are discussing, because it is they are discussing. When two subjects are joined by and, the verb should be plural. Remember this. The fourth one is compound subjects with or nor. This is where it gets more trickier. Let's look at the incorrect statement. Neither the manager nor the employees was responsible for the error. Here the verb was, which is the noun closest to the verb, employees. That takes the preference. That's the rule. Here employees is plural, but we've written singular, was, so it should be were. The correct usage is neither the manager nor the employees were responsible for the error. Remember, when subjects are joined by or nor, the verb should agree with the nearest subject. Here the nearest subject is not manager, it is the employees. So if employee is written, then was is correct. If employees are written, then were is correct. Hope you're getting it. The next one is uncountable nouns. We're gonna take on uncountable nouns in article concepts as well very shortly. But here as well, uncountable nouns, remember, are treated always singular. The news are critical, wrong. The news is critical. Coffee is good. Hope you're getting it. The furniture is good, not are. So all the uncountable nouns are always treated singular. Use them as if it's like he, she. He is, not he are. The news is good, the coffee is good, the tea is good, the air is good, not are. Remember, all these are blunder. We've seen numerous instances where people have fallen for this. It's time you understand this. The sixth one is with respect to distances, periods, or sum of money. All these are always treated singular. For example, the sentence is 10 miles. are a long distance to walk. Is it are? No, it's a number, it's a sum of money, it's a period, it's a distance, it's always singular. 10 mile is a long distance to walk. Hope you're getting it. And then the seventh one, titles of the books, movies or organizations. Even if they're ending with S, they're not plural, they're always treated singular. For example, the Chronicles of Narnia are an excellent series. Now the Chronicles of Narnia is one series. It's a book name or a movie name. It should be treated singular. The Chronicles of Narnia is an exciting series. Titles of the books, movies or organizations are always treated singular. And the last one, subjects beginning with there or here. Let's have a look at the incorrect statement with the subject beginning with there or here. There is main reasons to reconsider the decision. Now the acting noun is reason. So when the sentence is starting with there or here, you have to find the acting noun, which is usually after the verb, not before the verb. The correct usage is there are many reasons, because reasons is the acting noun for the verb are. The verb agrees with the subject that follows there or here, not that precedes. Hope you're getting it. Hope you're getting it. Hope you're getting it. The second grammar mistake that I'm compiling here today in this video is about wrong usage of articles. What are articles? A and the. These three, when used, use rightly. For instance, the incorrect usage, let me just bring it to you. Government of India should invest in education. We already know which government is this. The Government of India, it's specific. When something that is specific, when you're certain, when you're definite about it, use the. When you're not definite about it, then a or an or nothing. So here the correct usage is the Government of India should invest in education. So let me give you a series of mistakes with respect to articles. Using a or an for uncountable nouns. For example, the incorrect statement is, he gave me an advice. See, advice you cannot count. It's like sugar, coffee, a cup of coffee, a cup of sugar, some advice, piece of advice, not an advice. Just because advice A is there, people are enticed to write an. In every essay we have seen this a number of times. He gave me some advice, or he gave me a piece of advice. This is called expressions of quantity. With an uncountable noun, you cannot express its quantity by adding a or an. What do? You bring these expressions of quantity like some, cup of, a piece of. Hope you're getting it. The second one is omitting the before superlatives. Superlatives is like highest, tallest. Means they are only one, they are the tallest. That means it's specific. Use the. So let's see the incorrect usage. Mount Everest is highest mountain in the world. Now you know which mountain is that. It's Mount Everest. It's the highest. So you got to say Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. Always use the before superlative adjectives like the highest, the best, the most beautiful. Hope you're getting it. The third one is using a instead of an before vowel sounds. There are two sounds. Vowel sounds. A, E, I, O, U. Consonant sound, the rest of it. If you exclude A, E, I, O, U, whatever the 21 letters. Boy, B sound, ba, so you say a boy. Apple, a sound, so it's an apple. If it's a vowel sound starting with, then it should be an. If it's a consonant sound starting with, then you can use a. So here the incorrect statement, let me just show you first. She is a engineer. Engineer is E sound. E, I, O, U, it's a vowel sound, so it has to be. She is an engineer. Something like this, numerous occurrences are there when you make mistakes. Getting a feedback for your essay is the right way to fix the mistakes. Anytime you decide to invest on a course, you can text us, the link in the WhatsApp. Join our course, we will help you with one-to-one feedback on an everyday basis. Alright, the next one is omitting the with unique entities. I want to visit Eiffel Tower. Eiffel Tower is only one man. That means you know about it. That means you're certain about it. So it should be a definite article. A or an is indefinite article, used only when you're not sure about that particular noun. Here you know about it. The correct usage is, I want to visit the Eiffel Tower. The next one, using a or an with plural nouns. A or an only comes for singular nouns. He wants to eat an apple. Correct, he wants to eat an apples. Wrong. The incorrect usage, they bought a cars. Wrong, they bought cars. Or they bought the cars. Both are correct. Simply you cannot use a or an for plural nouns. Remember this. The third grammar compilation that I'm going to show you right now is incorrect usage of prepositions. For instance, let me show you an incorrect usage with an example. He is interested for learning new languages. He is interested in learning new languages. So interested in or interested at fits and interested for will not go. Like that we make a lot of mistakes. So let me show you all the mistakes with respect to prepositions. The incorrect usage number 1. This essay will focus in why education is important. Focus on is a collocation. It cannot be focus in. This essay will focus on why education is important. Let's take a second incorrect statement. It can be agreed on that technology benefits society. The word agreed or agreed do not require on. It can be agreed that. That's the correct usage. Technology benefits society. The third incorrect statement is the government should be responsible of. You always hold responsible for, not of. These are all collocations. Few words always go with few words. And especially prepositions. They'll always be fixed with a particular word like allocated to, adapted to, adjusted to, in love with. Hope you're getting it. The fourth incorrect statement is there is no doubt for the importance of education. Doubt for is wrong. You can say doubt about this or doubt on this. I have a doubt about this. I have a doubt on this. Both are correct, but doubt for is wrong. The fifth incorrect statement is the essay argues on the importance of sustainability. You don't argue on this. You argue for this. Isn't it? Importance of sustainability is what I'm arguing for or I'm arguing against. There is no arguing on. So the correct statement is the essay argues for the importance of sustainability. The last one, technology has had a great impact to education. No, it's always impact on, rely on, depend on, effect on. Hope you're getting it. The correct usage is technology has had a great impact on education. What is this has had is has witnessed, has taken. Instead of saying that, in English you can say has had as well. The next grammar mistake that I'm compiling in this video is about missing countable and uncountable nouns. So what do I mean by this? Let me start with an incorrect statement. There are many informations about the project. No, it's not informations, and many always goes with plural, but it will not go with uncountable nouns. So I can say there are a lot of information. Information is uncountable. You cannot add s to it. Hope you are getting it. So let's see some of the mistakes and the corrections. Incorrect usage is she gave me an advice. Like I already showed you, she gave me some advice or a piece of advice. The next is I need an information. No, you don't need one information. Information is an information. It's a quantity. You cannot count it. I need some information. Hope you're getting it. They bought many furnitures, but remember furniture is uncountable. They bought a lot of furniture. The next one is she carried 3 luggages on a trip. She carried 3 pieces of luggage because luggage is uncountable. Hope you're getting it. The last one is about knowledge. Is again knowledge is uncountable. She has a lot of knowledges. No, she has a lot of knowledge about history. Write it down because all these are real gems, real information, real knowledge. All this will come handy in the exam when you already have made a note of it and you just revise them every night before you sleep. The next one that I'm going to show you is about wrong tenses usage. They're not sure about which tense to use. As a result, they just write the way they want. For example, the first incorrect statement here is if the government will provide subsidies. If and will not go together. If the government will provide subsidies, the farmers would be able to increase production. The correct way to write is, if the government provides subsidies, the farmers will be able to. Would is the past of the future. Hope you're getting it. We will talk more about this past of the future. But yes, will be able to has to come. We'll see some of the incorrect statements and the correct ones. The first one is, if the government will invest in renewable energy, pollution will decrease. So the correct usage is, if the government invests in renewable energy, pollution will decrease. In conditional statements, use present tense with if. Don't write the future tense. This is a basic mistake. We have seen a lot of students writing something like this. The next incorrect usage is, education was becoming more accessible since the advent of online courses. Remember, the word since always goes with the word has. It's a very straightforward rule. I've been playing football since 11. I am playing football since 11 is wrong. So education has become more accessible since the advent of online courses. Use has or has been, something of that sort with respect to the word since. The next incorrect usage is, many experts argue that technology did transformed. No, it's technology has transformed. the education system. Use the present perfect tense to indicate a recent impact of something. Present perfect tense is used when you want to indicate something that happened recently, meaning it happened in the past, but even now it has significance. So here, did transformed the education? No, technology has transformed the education, or you can also say transformed the education without has or did. But you use did after did, you cannot use any verb in the past tense. Remember this. The next is, by the time policies are implemented tomorrow, by the time policies are implemented next year, this is a future tense. By the time policies are implemented, climate change will affect all regions. By the time this something is done, before that only climate change will affect. So you are indicating in the future tense, but before some event that has already happened. Hope you're getting it. You're talking about future tense, but before some event that has happened in the future, some other event has happened. For that you will not use will. Will is absolute future. So here it's a future tense, but before some event in the future, some other event has already finished. For that you should use will have. Getting it? We will say this. By the time policies are implemented, climate change will have affected, will have been done, will have affected. Meaning before the policies are implemented, before that only this is done. But remember, the entire thing is happening in the future. First is future, second is future, but second is happening before the first statement that is also happening in the future. I hope I'm not confusing you. The two events in the future, first event happened before the second event. That first event you should say will have affected, will have done. Hope you're getting it. The fifth incorrect statement is, in recent years, students are showing more interest in online learning. In recent years, it's an event that has happened recently, but even now has significance. You cannot use are showing means right now they're showing. Recent years means a couple of years back. Any event happened recently, you have to include perfect tense. Have shown is the perfect tense, which shows the transition from the past to the present. Meaning an event happened in the past and even now it has significance, meaning it happened recently. Hope you're getting it. The next incorrect statement is, the study concludes that the policy was improving educational outcomes. The study concludes that the policy has improved, not was improving. See, avoid using these INGs in your essay writing. They don't often come. Getting it? It's usually the present tense or the perfect tenses that dominate. The last one is, researchers believe that technology will lead to better learning outcomes. Researchers believe that technology would lead to better learning outcomes. Use would for the future in the past reporting. So what do we mean by this? Researchers believed, that's a past tense. What they believed? The technology would lead, meaning it's a past reporting. They've already believed that this is what is going to happen. So the entire sentence, they're already in the past tense, they have believed that something would happen. Would, not will. Will is the future, would is a past form of the future. So here scientists or researchers believe that technology would lead to better learning outcomes. When do we use will? A very futuristic scenario. Technology will do this. He believed that he would tell this to someone. He believed that I would talk about this to someone after 50 years. It's a future of the past reporting. Hope you're getting it. I know it's a little confusing, but try grasping it. Maybe you can rewind the video multiple times, or you can take the sentences and search in the Google and try to understand more about what exactly it is if you really want more information about it. The next mistake that I'm talking about is comma splices. We have seen so many students doing this. They write a sentence, put a comma, write another sentence. They keep on writing it without connector or without full stops or without any semicolon. They're called comma splices. For instance, the incorrect usage. The city is growing rapidly. People are moving here from other areas. I've seen numerous people, numerous students putting a comma and just continue. That's a very wrong way of doing it. The right way, the city is growing rapidly, you can put a full stop, or you use a comma connector, or you put a semicolon and you can say the people are moving here from other areas. Semicolon means I'm just continuing the previous statement, but in a different sentence. That's it. Hope you're getting it. So avoid using comma splices. All this will definitely result in low bands with respect to IELTS writing grammar scores. The last mistake about grammar that I'm compiling in this video is run-on sentences, meaning just continue writing. People nowadays are more focused on their careers. They are delaying starting a family. As a result, continue without any comma, without any full stop. without any connector. So that's a complete wrong way of doing it. They're called run-on sentences. They're just running on and on and on and on. The correct way to use it is people nowadays are more focused on their careers. So they're delaying starting a family. Or an alternate version would be to put a full stop after careers, and then they're delaying starting a family. Connector is important or a full stop is important. Without these two, if you're simply writing it, very simple, marks will go down. Alright, I really hope this video was informative. If you also believe the same, like, share and subscribe, and leave your valuable comments in the comment section. With this, I'll park the video here. This is Nakul, N-A-K-U-L. Nakul signing off from Skills IELTS. Soon we'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Thanks much.